Have you ever wondered what it would be like if the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was set in Indonesia and Leatherface was replaced with a 100-year-old woman named Dara? Well, wonder no more. This Indonesian slasher film is exactly what you were looking for. It's violent, it's gory, and it's sadistic. It's at the more extreme end of the horror genre. But does that mean it's any good?
Kenalkan, ini ibu saya.
Saya Dara.
Adjie.
This review contains spoilers. 6 friends in a minivan on their way to Jakarta rescue a young woman in a storm. She claims she's been robbed, and being good people, they give her a lift back to her home. She insists they meet her mother, who convinces them to stay for dinner as a token of gratitude. But as the friends quickly discover, there's something not quite right in this house, with this family, and with the food.
Silahkan dimulai.
Ini semua dimasak sendiri.
Enak banget daging. Ini kualitas restoran bintang 5 banget. Lam, cobain yang itu, Lam.
Macabre is a film that starts off with a lot of promise. A young, good-looking cast and a creepy old house. It's a mix that Hollywood perfected decades ago, so it was inevitable that other countries would look to emulate this style. And certainly the first half of the movie is rock solid, with tension being built up at the right pace and our sadistic family being slowly introduced to the audience, their motive never quite revealed. It's towards the midpoint of the movie, where we witness the first graphic death scene, that the promise the movie had starts to weaken. Horror movies are fun when the audience knows a little bit about the motives of the killers. And if you're paying close enough attention, there are little clues in the opening scene and dinner sequence. However, Macabre doesn't seem to want to tell the audience what they want to know. And what does the audience want to know? We want to know who the family is. We want to know why they do what it is they do. To get those answers, you'll need to wait until the end.
Kenyang ya?
Banyak tamu-tamu yang datang ke sini. Emang gak pernah habis makannya.
But can you make it that far? It's highly unlikely that you'd turn off this movie due to boredom. There's more than enough here to make you want to watch on and find out what's going on. Rather, it's the extremely gory way the movie goes about things that may turn you off. There's copious amounts of blood from wounds, the back of people's heads explode with gunshots, and at least 3 decapitations. So it seems the gore lovers are well catered for. If you're not into gore, then what's in it for you?
Kenapa?
Firstly, there is the stellar performance of Dara, the matriarch of the killer family, played by Sharifa Danish. Her haunting eyes and spooky demeanour are perfect and add an evil dimension to the character. Those familiar with the Netflix film The Night Comes For Us will recognise her instantly, and you'll also recognise Julie Estelle. In this movie, she's playing the role of Ladya, the sister of one of the other characters and the eventual survivor of this torturous night. It's also worth mentioning that it's refreshing to have a likeable cast of characters in a horror film like this. Usually American films tend to have a rather horrible cast, leaving you to wonder why these people who seem to hate each other always end up in these situations together. But this film nailed its characters. It's not all positive though. Aside from the extreme gore, there are some more minor yet hard to overlook issues with the film. First is the labour scene. It seems like the filmmakers aren't aware of the labour process, as the pregnant character gives birth about 10 minutes after her water breaks, has immediately lost her baby bump, and never once thinks of feeding the child. Secondly, the bumbling police force characters don't really fit in the tone of the film. Their only purpose seems to pad out the running time by an extra 10 minutes and to provide 4 more deaths to the overall body count. All up, it's always a great time watching Indonesian movies. To most people, their first Indonesian film was the breathtakingly spectacular The Raid Redemption. This movie actually predates it by 2 years. However, this one's probably just for the gore lovers only. Have you seen Macabre? Leave a comment below and tell us your thoughts, and thank you for watching this review. Your viewing helps small channels like ours survive and encourages us to create more content. If you like the work we do, please like the video and subscribe to keep up to date with our regular movie reviews. Follow our reviews on Reddit and profile on Instagram.